All right, welcome back. It's Back to the Basics. I'm Sean Barr, and today we are talking about basic network troubleshooting. Let's go! All right, we are back, and we are talking about network troubleshooting basics. All right, so again, this is a Back to the Basics, so we're talking very, very basic in terms of network troubleshooting, but it gives you a starting point of what to look at. And so we've talked about the OSI model historically and the layers, OSI layer 1 through 7, and how you can move up the stack and do those types of things. We're not going to talk about that. You can watch those videos, but we're going to take basically an internet issue. Maybe you have an issue connecting to the internet, and how do I troubleshoot that? Give me a couple steps. Well, the first thing that you should do is ask yourself a question: do I have an IP address? And you can check that by going, whether you're on a Mac or PC, you're going to go to a terminal session, either command prompt or terminal, and you're going to type ipconfig, or in Mac it may be ifconfig. But it's going to show you if you have an IP address. You're going to look to see, do I have an IP address? Do I have a default gateway? And do I have a DNS server? And there may be some options like ipconfig/all to see all of those parameters. You can look that up all over the place, but essentially step one is, do I have an IP address? If so, can I reach my gateway? Well, how do you test reachability? You can type ping the IP address of your gateway, and that's going to test reachability. And if you get a response back, one, you've got an IP address, two, you're connected to the network, and three, you can reach your gateway. And your gateway is how you get to the rest of the world or the internet. That's your first hop. All right, so if you have an IP and you get to your gateway, can I reach something beyond my gateway? So that may be a DNS IP address, that may be your DNS IP address, or some other IP address. So you could go in and type ping your DNS server or ping some internet-bound IP address. If you can reach that IP address out on the internet, then you've got some good layer 3 connectivity. You may not have DNS resolution, so if you're trying to browse a website or web page, you can't get to the web page, you at least know you have IP connectivity out to the internet. So the next step is to say, can I resolve names? And that can be done with NS lookup. And I think we did a video on NS lookup, but essentially you could type NS lookup, type www.domain.com, and it should show you back an IP address. Additionally, you could type ping www.domain.com and see if it resolves it with an IP address and see if you can reach it. If all of that works, then most likely you've got some other higher layer issue. So it's not really about connectivity at that point. It could be about a firewall, maybe preventing certain types of web traffic. It could be about an MTU issue, or it could be some type of HTTP issue. It could be a browser cache issue. It could be a browser issue. But you're probably moving up the stack of the OSI model into an application layer problem or some type of network filtering problem, as opposed to something directly with the local network or your machine just getting basic IP addressing. So that's it for basic troubleshooting. If you're trying to troubleshoot access to the internet, some things you can look at, steps 1 through 4, pretty simple place to start. All right, if I said anything in this video that you're like, hey, I'd love to know more about that, leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next Back to the Basics. Thanks for watching.